I'm changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I mean. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on you.
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
Scottis.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, the leader. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah. DC4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And hoping to play all 17 games, what are your thoughts on hoping to remain as mobile as you've been throughout your career?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. Me playing my best, I'm mobile, whether it's actually running past the line of scrimmage or it's just scrambling, making plays happen with my arm. So that's vital for me. That's a big part of this. And yeah, I've been running more. Obviously, you've got to when you're rehabbing a hamstring. So it's about just staying on that trend of just getting better.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing this fine Saturday morning? Y'all could be up here eating cereal, watching cartoons, but you're in here with the goons, watching Dallas Cowboys content that you can consume. And beneath me, I have the most ratchet country.
Wait a minute. Do you not see the collar shirt? You talking about ratchet? Don't do that.
Man, this is a level of sophisticated ratchetness.
Hold on, wait a minute. And it's buttoned up, so don't do that.
See, only niggas think you put on a collar shirt and it raise your IQ and shit.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I just knew I got a little smarter, my fault.
Nah, man, the glasses don't work and the collar shirts do not work. You are the same person you was.
Your glasses work. Cause you ain't got them on, and you finna be terrible today. So that's what it is. All your power is in your glasses.
Hey, they said Samson power's in his head. My glasses is crazy.
Look, he ain't become a regular dude when he take the glasses off. Like he ain't got the stats no more or nothing. I asked him what the stats say. He just flabbergasted. He don't got nothing for me.
He said, what a no?
Like, what is a stat? Damn, I don't even know what it is. What are people at that ever? What my Game of Thrones people at, man? Game of Thrones be different, bro. If you never seen Game of Thrones before, it's a group of people called the Wildlings, right? And the Wildlings are basically people that's like live in the wild. So they ended up having a wildling and like a sophisticated person together. So he was trying to tell her some stuff, and she was like, what is these marks on paper? Look, they so wild, bro, that she didn't even know what words was, or she didn't even know what a book was. She was like that one statement said so much to me. She was like, you think you some kind of wizard because you can read these marks on a paper? I was like, wow, they don't even know what a book is. Like, it's just different, man. It's just different.
So they really thugging over there.
They all the way out of it, man. That's how Hen was when I asked him about the stats without the glasses. So, yeah.
Anyway, shout out to the Boss Cowboys, man. Salute
Shout out to Boss in the building, man. What's going on?
Indeed. And my boy just said he rehabbing a hip, man. So he's just cool and listening to us, chopping it up with us, man. I wish you a speedy recovery, my boy.
Yes, sir,
God
man. Get well soon.
Yeah, God bless you. Hope that everything works out in your favor. Hope you get back to moving around sooner rather than later, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. So speaking of rehab, we just heard from Dak Prescott, QB1 for the Dallas Cowboys, and he stated, you know, while a lot of people are asking if he's going to keep running, he said he's going to keep going out there trying to scramble, improvise, make plays. So I'm going to ask you a question, man, because I'm going to give you my thoughts on this shortly.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about Dak Prescott running in the year 2025, oh Lord?
I think what he means about running is like kind of being taken out of context a little bit. I think they really mean more of scrambling. You know what I'm saying? Being mobile. You see, he used that word mobile. I don't think he mean like, you know, Mississippi State Dak. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to worry about that happening no more. Like, we just need him not to be a statue. That's what I think he's trying to get at. And people going crazy thinking that he's finna, you know what I'm saying, be doing Wildcats and, you know what I'm saying, for quarterback QB power and shit. Like, they think he finna be Jalen Hurts out here. Nah, he's not finna do all that, in my opinion. I feel like Dak just needs to be somebody who can improvise on the go, you know what I'm saying, and create out of the pocket, be able to throw on the move. I think you're talking about things like that.
I really agree with you for the most part on that. Because while he did say, you know, running past the line of scrimmage, he also emphasized on making plays with his arms, scrambling out of the pocket, right? So I believe that Dak Prescott will still be a mobile quarterback because that's really what his game is based on. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't think of Dak Prescott as a runner, a lot of the play that he makes down the field is him improvising, breaking the pocket, and finding somebody on those scramble drills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what also is interesting to me is I think we overstate how much of a runner Dak Prescott was when he was younger.
Exactly.
I think people overblow, you know, what he actually did coming into the National Football League. Because I had to go back and double check that myself, and dog, it's really not much difference. If I told you that Dak Prescott ran about as much his All-Pro MVP season, should have been MVP season, as he did as a rookie, would you believe me?
Yeah, I would. Because we always use Dak sparingly, like, you know what I'm saying? We actually always wanted to use him more. You know what I'm saying? Even when he was young, so that let you know he went moving that much. You know what I'm saying? Because it was situations where we was like, man, in my opinion, I felt like you should do at least one attempt with Dak running the ball when you get in the red zone almost every time. Young Dak, I at least need one attempt of him doing a keeper of some kind. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I always felt like we could use that skill set a little more.
Indeed. So just for comparison's sakes, right? We know it's not a straight comparison. 2016 was a 16-game season. We know we had the number one seed sold up the last week of the season, so we barely played. And you know there's an extra game in 2023. But Dak Prescott in 2016, he only ran the ball 57 times. And this is also including the time he took knees, right? When he took knees of the running game out. Those are also included in the rushing attempts. He ran the ball 57 times for 282 yards on the season, right? 2023, and this is Dak Prescott after the broken ankle. This is Dak Prescott after the calf injury, right? You would expect there to be a huge difference. It's not. It's a 2-attempt difference. He ran the ball 55 times in 2023, and he only had 40 less yards than what he had as a rookie. So it's not much. I know it sounds crazy that we remember Dak Prescott being this super mobile quarterback coming in. The rushing numbers are damn near the same. The real big difference is the rushing touchdowns, like Landlord was talking about. Like he used to score in the red zone a lot with his legs on those RPOs and those keepers. So he had 6 rushing touchdowns as a rookie. He actually had 6 rushing touchdowns each of his first 3 years. He had 18 in his first 3 years. He only had 2 in 2023. But outside of the rushing touchdowns, like
that was the very next year after the injury, right?
What?
2023.
It's after he broke his hand.
Oh, okay.
This is the year he should have won MVP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the year he had the All-Pro nod, 2023. Because remember, it was this year that I'm showing right now, and then it was the year that everything fell apart last year. So they're like the best version of Dak Prescott still ran just as much as rookie Dak Prescott did, just by the numbers. I know situationally it might be a little different, but it's not much difference in what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I made this comparison just to say, if Dak can get back to that, that's all we actually need. About 55, 60 attempts in the season, right under 300 yards and a couple rushing touchdowns to keep people honest. As long as Dak Prescott can extend plays and make stuff happen still down the field, I think that's more important than him actually taking off running.
Yeah, I agree. We just need the threat of it. I feel like we just need the threat of it in the red zone.
Right.
Because I remember seeing film, well, he should have kept it, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a real threat no more. Like, they'll do the fake, but him keeping the ball was never really a real option. You see what I'm saying? And it needs to be wide open. But, like, that lets you know the game plan was to, like, minimize his attempts at running the football.
Yeah, and I think, and listen, I want to keep him healthy. But this is also a reason why I don't care if he starts back running. I know some people are going to clutch their pearls and be like, oh, Dak shouldn't do that. Dak has been hurt exactly one time while running the football in the National Football League. That's when he broke his ankle. Outside of that, when he had the calf injury in 2021, it was on a game-winning throw to CeeDee Lamb. When he broke his hand, he was throwing the ball in the pocket, and his hand hit somebody's helmet. When he blew out his hamstring, he was throwing the ball to the far side of the field in the pocket. So 3 of Dak Prescott's 4 injuries came when he was throwing the damn football anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
It just sounds dangerous while you talk about him running.
Mm-hmm. It sounds dangerous, and the biggest injury he ever had did come while running. But a mass majority of the injuries were from the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So if he's going to get hurt, he's going to get hurt regardless. I'm not going to neuter Dak Prescott to try to keep him on the field, because if I try to over-police Dak and what he can and cannot do on the football field, I'm not going to be playing a winning brand of football any damn way.
And he won't be Dak Prescott. I really feel like Dak need that a little bit, though, to be honest with you. It's just like in the way Dak character set up, like I said, I think I said this before online, I look at Dak Prescott as a quarterback that's one of the guys. Mm-hmm. If you ever been on a team before, if you haven't, if you haven't been on a team before, you wouldn't notice that sometimes the quarterbacks are pretty much separated. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. It's just how it is, how things go a lot of the times. So like the quarterback will be over here, and then the rest of the team will be, you know what I'm saying, kicking it and messing with each other. But Dak Prescott is one of the few rare quarterbacks who is one of the guys. Like, I could tell he be around everybody. He's not isolating himself just because he's the quarterback and he can't, be around them like that. People like Lamar Jackson, he one of the guys. It ain't many quarterbacks who still got that respect as one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Most football people look at them like, they get a little special treatment, don't it? Like, that's the quarterbacks over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get a little special treatment. But it's a few of them who still get their team respect from hard work and consistency and just being great. You know what I'm saying? They work ethic. And that's who Dak Prescott is. So I feel like he needs some of that. You know what I'm saying? He need to go out there and just put his shoulder on somebody and get the guys like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have the people going crazy. Just one time. Because you seen him do it like, he had to remind him, he said, yeah, I'm a big mother. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He ran somebody over and was like, yeah, I'm a big dude, bro. Like, don't think this, you got me messed up type vibe.
Real talk. And I'm about 6 people short. I'm 6 people short of 3,000. So there's 6 people out there in the trap that ain't subscribed to the liquor store yet. Go on the sub up, help your boy out. We've been pushing to reach this plateau. We ain't over here on steroids. We doing this shit all natural. So it's gonna take a little bit longer. But we got some real supportive fans that been helping us push through. Break these barriers. So I appreciate y'all in advance. But yeah, man.
Let's go and get hand over there, man. I know it's at least 6 people watching that's maybe not subscribed to HTM yet. So go ahead and do it for us. Let them go and get to this, his milestone. We appreciate y'all.
Indeed, man. But yeah, I completely agree with you though, man, because you can tell Dak Prescott that's why they like Dak Prescott so much, honestly, because some quarterbacks you can't come to their house.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's something. Look, Dak be chilling with people who ain't even gonna make this team.
True. Think
about that. People who ain't even gonna get snaps. Y'all just don't understand. A lot of places that's not the same case like that. Like somebody like Brevin Spanford might not even know the quarterback.
Really?
Like he's an undrafted guy, badly on the team. He in exclusive workouts with Dak and Ferg and CD and them. Like, for real, it's like that. So you will have to get a comparison from other teams for you to see, like, to actually be able to understand and appreciate some of the leadership you see from Dak. You know what I'm saying?
Marshawn Lynch didn't have Russell Wilson's number.
You see what I'm saying?
And, Marshawn Lynch was offense.
He's your starting running back.
He's your star running back, and he had to try and reach out to other people around Russell Wilson just to get the man number. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah, so,
we ain't gotta be friends. We can still work together, but we ain't gotta be friends. I think the guys genuinely like Dak and ready to, go to war for him.
I agree with that. Shout out to Numbhand Neil, man. I slept all the way in, gents. Haven't got a chance to slap anybody who needs it yet. I need to get on it. We believe in you, Numbhand Neil. Just because you are delayed does not mean you are deferred. So you can slap all the turd birds you want, man. Because I believe in your ability. You is the best slapper in the state of in the United States.
The best slapping slapper is why.
Yeah, the best slapping slapper, man. My boy be going crazy.
Numbhand Neil is a beast with it.
Numbhand Neil, man.
Salute. That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Salute to Mr. Sadiqa Charles as well, Jameson Taylor, Ty Church, Johnny Woods, everybody sliding in. Make sure y'all hit that like and share button, man. We about 71 deep across all platforms right now. Let's get it. Oh, did the baby make it here?
So they said she actually had the baby?
He's saying congratulations Dak and his family. I know they just announced it's going to be another girl, but I don't know if she arrived. But salute to Angie.
I thought they was kind of early in the pregnancy, but I ain't sure.
I don't know. She looked big when I seen her, but she a whole little thing anyway.
You know what I'm saying? She already slim.
So ain't no telling. What's up with your buck? Jose, what's up with you, man?
Salute to all the folks rocking with your boys, man. We appreciate y'all.
Indeed. So, man, let's move, man, to another subject. Because if y'all were late coming in, we were talking about Dak Prescott's comments about, running. You want to catch that to start the beginning of the show. But we're gonna move on to a different topic, man, because there's a little disrespect going on right now, man. Because
when is it not? When is the Cowboys involved? Huh?
yeah, so the over under for the Dallas Cowboys this season is just 7.5 football games.
Yikes!
It's just 7.5 wins. So I'm gonna ask you what your thoughts on that is. How many? And listen, we do not have the final roster yet. There are still other free agent moves that can be made. There's a whole draft that's going to fill out this roster. So I'm just going to base this off of the current roster as currently constructed, pre-draft. Just looking at what we have right now at our disposal. Looking at this list, landlord, how many games do you think the Dallas Cowboys actually win?
Right now.
Yeah, right now with what we have. Remember, we're not counting the draft. It hasn't happened yet. We don't know what we're going to have.
It's kind of iffy because, everything changes from year to year. But since this all the information that I have,
Yes.
I'm going to go off. I got to lean on history a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So usually we don't beat the Packers or the Chiefs. So that's 2 L's, I probably say. We usually beat the Chargers and the Vikings. I don't know. It's kind of iffy. We be losing to the Cardinals sometimes, don't we?
We have not beaten the Cardinals since 2017.
Wow. So, yeah, I say that's 2 wins. I have to lean on history and say we'll lose that one. The Bears game, I think we'll beat the Bears. We don't typically beat the Broncos.
Never.
Let me see, 2, 3. And we usually beat the Lions, but not last year.
We didn't beat the Lions last year. It's going to be in Detroit, as you can tell.
So if we ain't ready, we ain't going to win that one. So that's 2, 3. I think we'll beat the Raiders, even though we don't beat them. I just don't think they're a good team right now. That's 4. And then Jets and Panthers, 4, 5, 6. And then we look at the division. Yeah, I'm going over 7. If I look at the division, I feel like we still will sweep the Giants. 6, 7, 8. That's 8 right there.
But we don't beat Russell Wilson in the regular season.
The Giants. He's still on the Giants team.
Man.
And I still look at us as we should split with the Eagles with a healthy Dak Prescott. I don't see them sweeping Dak. You know what I'm saying? And we probably split with the Commanders. So how many that is?
You gave us 10 wins, I think.
I feel like we're going over 7 for sure. Those division games and that Raider game, that's a little iffy. But it could be on the high side. Say, for instance, the Cardinals just bad and we beat them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where I'm going to land with it.
All right, so I'm probably leaning towards a similar. Man, I'm probably leaning towards something similar. It's gonna be hard for me to say we beat the Lions though. But the Jets and Panthers, we should be able to beat the shit out of them. The Raiders, I think Geno Smith's a good quarterback, but I think that we should be able to pull that game off. It's probably gonna be a prime time game. We beat Geno Smith the last time we played him, so that's 3 wins, and I think the Seattle Seahawks had a better team too.
Facts.
So that's 3. I'll say that's 3 wins right now. The Bears would be a 4th win. So I say we can win 4 of those road games then, right? And then you look over there. I do agree. There's no way in hell we're going to beat Patrick Mahomes and them. The Packers always have our numbers for some reason. I don't even know they're a good team. But even when they're a bad team, they beat
It don't matter, bro. They usually beat us some kind of way.
And I agree with you. We always beat the Vikings. We always beat the Chargers. Cardinals, we never beat them. Matter of fact, Colin Murphy has still not lost a game in the state of Texas in his life. Because he was undefeated as a high school quarterback. When he played in college, he never lost a game in Texas. As long as he's been in the NFL, he's never lost a game in Texas. So he's still undefeated in the state of Texas. It's like his superpower playing there. It's gonna be hard to beat that boy.
Yikes.
So I got us. That's 6 wins so far going into the division. Like you said, we probably split with both. And this is the thing. I think the Giants are good enough. If you don't get your shit together with the way your team's currently constructed, you might split with the fucking Giants.
I agree, actually. Real.
If you might split with the Giants.
But I just leaned on history. That
Right.
You remember that's what I was saying. So yeah, I agree actually though.
But you know what's crazy? There's still more than 7 wins, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the disrespect.
But technically, you got to get to 8. So
Yeah. Yeah, but that's still more than that. That's 9 wins right there. I gave them 6 coming into the division. If you split with your division opponents, you beat them at least once. That's your extra 3 wins.
y'all let us know how many wins y'all predict for the Dallas Cowboys.
It's
The way the
currently
roster is currently constructed. Yeah.
Because listen, if we go crazy in the draft like this, I'm moving this shit to like 12 wins or something.
You
know
give me my wide receiver in the first and give me a dope running back. Shit, that number going up.
easily. But that's what I talk about the disrespect. Because landlord, how many games did we win last year?
What, about 7, right?
I think we won 7 games last year. If I'm not mistaken, we were like 7-10, right? So with your quarterback healthy, CeeDee Lamb coming back healthy, Micah Parsons healthy, you re-signed Osa Odigizua, you made some depth signings, you re-signed Dante Fowler, right? And you're going to get DeMarvin Overshown and Trayvon Diggs back at some point during the season.
And you getting Sam Williams back this year.
And I be forgetting to even add my
People
boy
forget
in.
Sam Williams. That's why I really ain't been paying attention to that edge talk. Because we know the Joneses, like, they want to get something from Sam. So they going to give him an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him an opportunity last year. They moved all the defensive ends.
Mm-hmm. It was going to be his year.
It was his time.
Yeah. So I tell you what, and I think this is fair. We're a 9 to 10 win team right now, and if we get the draft right, we can be a 11 to 13 win team. It's going to be dependent on the Joneses though. And
We got it depending upon the way how Shoddick do too now. Like, he's a brand new head coach. I know he's been around it forever, but it's different when you running the show.
Yeah, I just felt like this was disrespectful. Like, you won 7 games with Dak Prescott missing half the season, with CeeDee Lamb missing part of the season, with Micah missing part of the season, Tank, Diggs, Bland, like every major star you had last year missed a prolonged period of time. So the
Diggs and Bland. And
yeah. So you had seatbelts started for you to start the season.
corner was an obvious need, y'all. So that's why I say I can't. If they mess around and draft the best corner and that's their guy, I can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? I be, a little disappointed, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? We really need a corner bad. To be honest.
Yeah, because, dog, like, you're going to lose games just based on corner play. Like, you lost games based on corner play last year. Like don't get it twisted. You probably are able to beat the Ravens and the Saints if your corners play a little bit better that game. Especially the Ravens. Like, one of those touchdowns, Carson just couldn't stay on his feet. It was like a little curl, like a little comeback route. He failed. That man that went up the field. So, corner play is important. So I understand where you're coming from. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still be mad as a motherfucker though. They draft a corner over a wide receiver. There's one there.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because wide receiver is so what can I say? It's not enough of them, man. Like, it's not enough needle movers. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough game changers in this draft. As far as wide receiver go, last year was the cream of the crop at wide receiver. For some strange reason, we didn't draft one.
And listen, like,
I don't understand these boys, man. We would have did good drafting one in the kneeling pick.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I was gonna say, dog, corner is like that this year. That's why I don't want one first.
Oh, corner deep like that.
It's super deep this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard of some of these other guys. Like, you heard of old boy from Texas. You heard of Will Johnson from Michigan. You know, you even heard of the boy from Kentucky, Harrison. But there's so many other corners in here. You know, there's like Kobe Bryant in this draft. There's
Amos.
Yeah, Trey Amos. There's a ton of corner talent this draft. They're sprinkled throughout the rounds. Even the Muhammad boy from Oregon, who's going to be a late round pick, is a damn good prospect to be looking at. So I don't even look at corner like that, being like I gotta grab it in the first. I feel that way about wide receiver though.
You know what'll be crazy? Dang, that's why we should have spent some money on a running back. We should have got that in the free agency or something, bro. Cause I just had a vision. I'm like, what if we went receiver, corner, and then like safety? Our secondary might be crazy in a minute. Cause I feel like I think we can agree, bro. We need to upgrade at safety too. I'm sick of them boys. Like, they all right, but I feel like we need to be better. But I forget, we finna let Ranye and them play now, right?
Yes. So
I think it's time to let them boys let them boys get their shot.
And you re-sign Marquise Bell for a nice little penny. And we liked Marquise Bell when he played.
We didn't like him at safety like that, but
I mean,
I liked him as a player at linebacker though.
I was gonna say he didn't really play for you at safety.
That's my point. So we liked him at linebacker.
But most of that can translate as a box safety.
Box, yeah, true. But I'm you know, I want a rangy safety.
Yeah, but
I understand how that affects the game.
Because listen, you got Wanye there to be the free. Marquise Bell can be the box, and you know that you just need a rotational guy.
Yeah.
And then you probably gonna have to force Izzy, who plays both positions, to probably play nickel this year since you let Jordan Lewis go.
Dono is still here, right?
I mean, sort of.
I mean, that's your box safety. You like Bell over Dono?
Did you like
playing
Dono
box safety?
Did you like Dono last year at all?
I ain't like a lot of stuff last year.
All right then. So you know, we ain't finna talk about shit we don't like. I mean, just because he's here don't mean don't mean he needs to be here. You know, at one point it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Dono. I like Dono a lot, but he ain't played good football, bro. He didn't play good football last year. That man fucked up a lot of run fits. He missed some very critical tackles. He can't cover shit. So you know,
he never been able to cover.
So that's my thing. I like Dono. He an underdog story. He a boy from the South.
What, 7th round pick?
7th round pick. Got that bag. Able to feed his family. That's some real shit right there.
I appreciate the struggle and the accomplishments, man, but
you know what
you
I'm
know,
saying?
I'm just tired of why we always gotta have these miraculous story dudes. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, because they don't value the position like that.
They never drafted a second. When the last time Roy Williams?
Roy Williams. Because remember, a lot of people say Byron Jones. Byron Jones was a corner that they made play safety, which was stupid. And that's one of the things I was talking to about with Boss. Like, I know we like to say that we move people around and that shit works, but that shit don't work all the time. The safety experience for Byron Jones was a complete failure. The moment you moved him back to corner, he became an all-pro. You wasted that man's career, basically.
Facts. That's why I had to came up with the Byron Jones syndrome. You know what I'm saying? I say that's when the Cowboys just misusing people. The Byron Jones syndrome, a good example would be Chauncey Golston. I feel like they screwed him over. Mozzie Smith, you know, Byron Jones syndrome because they misusing him. You know what I'm saying? Even though Mozzie hasn't like wowed everybody, you can admit like they tried to make him something else. Then they reneged on it and tried to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, just mismanagement of your talent. And I coined that phrase, the Byron Jones syndrome.
So that's a damn good term, by the way, because we're gonna have to start using that, and we're gonna put everybody on it. Cause that
Yes,
shit
sir.
make perfect sense. That's some Dallas Cowboy shit.
It's super Dallas Cowboy, right?
Super Dallas Cowboy. But my boy Joe Chanchina, over there in Italy, not China, by the way, he said, "Hey guys, are you satisfied with our offensive line we have right now?" Yes.
Yes.
And and listen, I'm glad you said that because I got a graphic for that. At least
Yes.
I think I still
Absolutely.
have it on here. Hold on, let me make sure this shit is on here still.
Keystone, you talking about yeah, oh okay, yeah. I'm thinking you talking about Hendon Hooker. And he ain't even draftable yet, is he?
Hendon Hooker,
Yeah, Tennessee quarterback.
he's with the Lions. He's
Oh,
been gone, remember?
Okay. I'm thinking he was talking about him for a second.
Nah,
I forgot
don't say
about Malik.
So I'm finna show you this, and this is from Short Football Analytics. Your Dallas Cowboys last year finished 7th in run block win rate, finished 19 in pass block win rate, but they had the 7th lowest pressure rate, and they had the 2nd best sack and pressure rate combined. So it's not perfect, but does that sound like a god awful line that nobody can play behind?
Yeah.
And
no.
and then again, like that numbers are sort of skewed at that because we know what our boy Zach Martin was to start the season, and we know how well Brock Hoffman played once he got his opportunity.
Exactly.
So Brock Hoffman, and listen, this goes through your offensive line. I'm not trying to sell you on not getting an offensive lineman at all, but I can definitely sell you on the fact you might not need one round 1 or round 2.
Now what I'm saying is like we just trying to let you know that it's not so bad that you gotta address it right now. Like it's not that urgent, in my opinion. Like I feel like we can maneuver with this, man. Like, and then a lot of people say that they ain't like how Mike McCarthy was calling the game. If you call the game a little more balanced, they'll probably perform even better. So,
Agreed.
I mean, it is what it is. I think we will be just fine. Draft you a lineman in what, the 4th? I mean,
Third. You could,
God damn it.
You can go third.
The
You can go
3rd or the
fifth.
5th. You know what I'm saying? You got prospects on this team that you should have been investing into still right now. So
And
like,
also,
what are you gonna do with those incomplete projects?
I was just gonna say the Dallas Cowboys had the 3rd most passing attempts in the National Football League. So Keystone, you said the pass block must improve. You can improve the pass pro by asking them not to pass the ball 700 times. If you're not throwing the ball 700 times, 'cause that's literally what the Dallas Cowboys did, you're not going to be that bad pass blocking. The more you do something, the worse it's going to look, right? So take that down a notch. Bring that down to maybe like 500 some pass attempts, maybe like 480, right? But you don't run. You didn't run the football at all, right? And you passed the ball too much. Part of that being you were behind in a lot of these games. But when a defense knows they don't have to worry about the run and they can blitz, they can stunt, they can go after after the quarterback at will, do whatever they want to try and simulate pressure and get back there and hit your QB. Shit gets hard. It gets hard out there. It's a hard way to try and win football games.
And it's frustrating too because you know everything is sped up if you don't have enough time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put your quarterback and your offensive line in a bad predicament when you're forced to pass the ball the amount of times that you did.
And think about how he said, timing is everything in those passing plays. Mm-hmm. So it's like if I know I'm gonna have to rush it, you are already facing an uphill battle before the play even starts. You know what I'm saying? That's why Mike McCarthy has started overcompensating, trying to have these 2-step drops and all this little quick stuff, because timing is everything in the passing game. That's why you seen Dak and CD struggling at the beginning, because they didn't have their timing down.
And can we also talk about the elephant in the room, landlord, while we're here?
Sure.
You had 2 rookie offensive linemen playing positions they never played before for the first time in their fucking lives.
Yikes.
Tyler Guyton was a converted right tackle, never played the left tackle position, and he was out there starting at left tackle for the first time in the NFL. Cooper Beebe was playing center, and he is a natural guard. He had to learn to snap the ball over the offseason. So you had 2 rookies playing positions they never played before for the first time against the best players in the world, and y'all thought that shit was going to work. I'm just saying, you replaced 40% of your offensive line, and the guys you replaced them with had no experience at the positions you plugged them in at. And you're wondering why your offensive line was bad.
Byron Jones syndrome again.
Byron Jones syndrome. That shit got a ring to it too. What's up with you, Angry? Thanks for tapping in. So
What's happening?
So Boss was talking about I be putting too many bullets in people. I'm gonna give these niggas a handshake, cause that's some crazy stuff. You ask Tyler Guyton to do. That's some crazy stuff you ask Cooper Beebe to do, man. So
it's crazy what they asked Mazda to do too, just to be fair.
I'll give you that. I ain't gonna shoot the man too badly.
Real talk, they made the man lose weight, and then they told him to gain it back. Then they asked him to do something different from what they drafted him for. Like, when you draft me, bro, that means you like what I was doing. How you gonna put me on your team and then tell me to do something else? What, do that make sense?
Nope. It don't make
so
sense.
You got to be fair about it.
All right. My boy Angry said, I think the O-line needs time to gel. I agree, too. Because let's go through what you do have right now, right? Tyler Guyton has a year underneath his belt. He's a superb athlete. He's a first-round pick, right? He should be your left tackle going forward. He has the work ethic. He should be a better player, a much better player this year. Tyler Smith is already one of the best guards in the National Football League. We can all agree on that. He's an all-pro. He's going to be what he is for the foreseeable future, right? You talk about Cooper Beebe. I would rather keep Cooper Beebe at center at this point. I know y'all like the idea of him playing guard, but he already learn the position. He already has that time and development there. Let him continue to grow at that spot. He was a very good center for you last year. He's powerful. He's learning the mental part of that game. He'll be better as well this year. And when we get to the right side of that offensive line, you can say what you want about Brock Hoffman.
Holla at Keystone and see, is there a BB in this draft? Like a player that y'all could target and be like, okay, he could be my starting center. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
And you might be able to move BB to guard.
Right, but I was just going to say about Brock Hoffman, the man was a top 11 graded guard last year. We're talking about replacing him. I know people talk about sample size and shit like that. He played over 600 snaps. Right, he played over 600 snaps. It's not like he played 80 snaps, 100 snaps, and we're going off of that. He played over 600 snaps and only allowed 1 sack and only a couple of pressures. One of the highest graded pass blockers in the National Football League, and we're talking about replacing him before we even know if he can do the job for a prolonged period of time. Now remember, this is the same football team that let Connor Williams go, and Connor Williams went on, changed his position, and he got All-Pro consideration before he got hurt. It's the same football team that let Tyler Biadasz leave because he wasn't perfect, and he's anchoring in the middle of an offensive line that went to an NFC Championship game. This is the same team that let Connor McGovern leave and become a Pro Bowl offensive lineman over there with the Buffalo Bills, and he helped secure the interior of an offensive line that went to an AFC Championship game. All I'm saying is your track record said you need to at least see what the hell he is before you let him walk out the door, or before you give the job away.
Like you said, all them good. We let some good starters walk out of this building year after year. So you got to think, we didn't even tally that on y'all bill. We didn't even tally that on the old lineman bill. You see what I'm saying? Like we got 16 right now.
True.
Let alone the ones that left out the building who was good enough to play on your football team. And then now you started drafting other players and keep developing and keep having these project players when you actually left startable people to walk out the door. It makes no sense, man. It really don't. So that's why when we say the O-line, F the O-line in this draft in the first round, don't be mad because we let y'all have it. It's our turn. It's our turn. Pass the stick. I'm sorry. It is wide receiver turn. It is running back turn. It is skill position turn. It is DB turn. All of that has been neglected. You know what I'm saying? You got to think. DaRon Bland was really like a miracle. Mm-hmm. We didn't really invest nothing else in the second corner for real. When you think about it, we got Trayvon Diggs, and then DaRon Bland just became a league sensation.
Thank God.
From a 5th round pick, right? So we really didn't even pay our bill for a top tier premier type corner. So that's why I say our skill positions, it's time. It's time.
I agree with you. And this the thing though, Ty Church. Tyler Guy is not a left tackle, but there's no talk of moving him. Right? Like you mentioned, Cooper Beebe is not a natural center. We changed his position. Tyler Smith wasn't a guard coming into the league. He was also a left tackle. We moved him.
Cowboys just do what they want to do.
Yeah, so we could say he's not that, but I'm also not going to knock Brock Hoffman to say he ain't something when he performed like a top player at that position last year.
I want to ask some of these O-lineman gurus that's in our space one question. Do y'all think if these guys was in their correct positions, would that be a better line? So I might need to post that. Would that be a better line? Or do you think is this the best way it's assembled right now? Because the Cowboys shuffle this whole thing. Like, they just putting people where they want to put them.
Yeah. It's very true, though.
Would that be a better line? Because you got to ask yourself, if you put BB at center, would that be better for him? If you put Tyler Smith at left tackle, would that be better for him?
And I think
when he a left tackle in college?
He was, but I think it's so far removed from that, it's too late.
That is like, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
He doesn't have the reps or the time on task at left tackle at the NFL level to be an all-pro left tackle when he's already an all-pro left guard.
Well, maybe let's make it theoretical. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like, in theory, if they would have did it properly, would have been a better line?
I don't know. Because as much as I hate it, sometimes the shit works. Because maybe Brock Hoffman is a better guard and he is a center. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I think Cooper Beebe would have been good at either spot just because of his natural talent and his physicality and his power. You know what I'm saying? So he'll probably be a fire-ass right guard, but it doesn't stop him from being a fire-ass center either, though, because, you know. True. I think for some people it just depends. If you had started Brock Hoffman at right guard, he might have been better. But I don't know if that's the same case with every single individual. I think it's a case-by-case basis.
Hold on, hand Neil. He took a break from slapping people. Now he's sounding like Stephen Jones over there. But he right, though. He said we actually have a good problem at O-line with these versatile pieces. You're right, though. Really, you can look at it in a good way and be like, you know what I'm saying? If anything happened, we cross-trained everybody, basically. So, yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Because remember, Tyler Smith did play a majority of his rookie season as a left tackle because he got Dak Prescott hand broke.
True.
I mean, and he played better as the season went on. He had 1,000 penalty yards, but you know, he played all right. He played much better than people expected him to play. It's just he was so good as a guard the following season. We wasn't trying to move that man back.
Did we ever do you got some more on this topic right here? Because it's one I wanted to talk about.
Which one? This one?
No, I got another one that I want to talk about.
Talk to me. I'm ready.
Okay. Because I don't think we discussed the tight end position like in depth. Know what I'm saying? Because, you know, get ready. Because I might hate on Ferg a little bit, bro. Like, we just want more. That's all. I just want him to be successful. And I want Dak to have, I always wanted Dak to have one of those dominant Travis Kelce, Kittle type tight ends. Always. And if you think about it, he really never had that.
No.
Never in his career. Jason Witten wasn't that. That was old man Jason Witten when Dak got here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Schultz was good, but was he that dominant figure? You know what I'm saying? Like, Dak never had this unguardable, dominant dude in the middle of the field, his best friend tight end. And then you want to know why it's a crying shame? It's a crying shame because we know how well Dak works with a tight end. And we know how greatly he throws that seam ball. Like, we're not actually utilizing one of his best traits. If we had a big dominant tight end, because that's why I had scouted Brock Bowers like 2 years before he can even be drafted. So I told y'all he was him Jones way back then, like no lie. And he could hit the league and go bust 1,000 yards open. No lie, I've been scouting Brock Bowers for like 2-3 years. So this man Dak never got that, and that's why I wanted Brock to be a Cowboy, bro. Could you imagine Dak with Brock Bowers in the middle?
He's been amazing.
We never seen Dak with that kind of guy, man. And I just feel like that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, look, call me crazy. Call me crazy. But if you tell me you got a super dope tight end that's going to change my world, I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to, I don't know. I have mixed emotions, but I'd be like, at the end of the day, I think I'd be able to sleep well. I'd be like, yup, Dak finally got that guy.
I'm telling you who it is, man. Harold Fanning out there from Bowling Green, 1,550 yards, 10 touchdowns, versatile, was the focal point of our offense. They use him in the screen game. They use him as inline tight end. He did everything, man. And, you know, he put up big numbers against Penn State. He put up big numbers against Texas A&M, so it wasn't no fluke. He's out here cooking SEC caliber defenders. He out here cooking Power 5 school defenders. He was a damn near unguardable, man. He was damn near unguardable. So I would take a flyer on him. The only argument that you have for not drafting him is having an offensive coordinator not knowing how to use him.
Can we get him in the third, you think?
I believe so. Because
we'll have to spend that third on him.
Because he's not a traditional tight end. So.
Listen here. If you want to know what will make landlord just, be elated for like the next 10 years, if we drafted a wide receiver, a running back, and a tight end. Boy, listen. I might be on here pounding my chest like, boy, we finna go crazy. Like, for real. I'd be standing on it like, listen, we back. I'd be on some type time like that, like real talk. Like, let them get me one of the big three receivers, one of my top 3 running backs, because I ain't even picky about it. Like, I got about top 3 running backs that'll fit for us. I got top 3 receivers that'll fit for us. If they get one of those boys, one of the running backs, and then go get like Terrence Ferguson or somebody, or one of the top tier, like Fanning, like he said, one of these big gangster tight ends, boy, I'd be going crazy out here. My offense then just got a big upgrade. And then now you looking at Ferg like, hey, I want you to still be the guy, but if you don't, we got somebody over here that's finna eat too. Mm-hmm. Real talk.
And hey, I know that he ran a 4.71, which is still not bad for a damn tight end. But his max game speed was 20 miles per hour when we're talking about Harold Fanning. So if you're a big body dude, you can get up moving that fast. I can work with you. I did see that Jalen Conyers was a superb athlete that they were interested in. They brought him in for a meeting and a workout, tight end out of Texas Tech. So even the Dallas Cowboys appear that they're looking at tight ends.
Cause look, what I asked y'all before. What do you all expect from Schoonmaker? I ain't saying that he's sorry, but I'm saying, like, I don't know if we can have expectations for him. So that's why I would draft like he don't exist. Right? Like, if you would have, if you know good and well your cousin is a bum, and you went half on him on a trip with him, you already know you finna have to pay that other half. You know what I'm saying? You knew better before you even did it. So that's all I'm saying, man. You can't expect something out of nothing, basically.
Indeed. My boy G Said, give me my wide receiver in the first, and I wouldn't care. Y'all can have the rest of the draft.
Who said that?
My boy G. Whiting.
Okay, yeah.
He
got
ain't
to.
lying, though. He ain't lying.
Listen, that's like, before I buy tickets, that's what I got to see. Like, I got a homeboy, he a Chiefs fan, unfortunately. But he hit me up. He was like, man, you know, the Chiefs play in Dallas. We got to go to that game. I said, let me see what the draft do first. And then, like, I'm sorry. Like, I love my team, bro, but I ain't trying to fly across the country and be pissed off and spend all this money and be mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do that. So what I will do, if they do some things that I'm, you know, in favor of in the draft, then maybe so. Maybe so. Because that's going to be a crazy game. Then we play in Vegas this year, too.
Man, you probably need to see.
I might be in that one.
I was just going to say, we probably need to see if we can link up with some folks and go to that game.
We might be in that one. I ain't lying. In Vegas, we out here.
My wife don't even give a damn about the Cowboys. She be on the plane.
She'll be ready to go to Vegas.
Like, hold on, nigga. She don't even want to. She probably ain't want to go to the game. I let her gamble while we out there.
Hey, Cowboys in Vegas sounds crazy. So, yeah, them might be two games I might be interested in. I hope they in decent times, though. You know what I'm saying?
I hate for it to be like a Thursday night game.
Exactly. Because that's how they did that Miami game. Like, it was in a weird time. Yeah, on Christmas. Like, why would y'all do that?
They said Doss on trading for Kyle Pitts. What they want for him is the question. Because it's not about actually trading for the player. If they're a good player, trade for them. It just depends on the compensation. If they want too much for the boy, you always say no. But it depends. Do they want to take this 5th round pick for a guy that we have to pay? Because that's the thing that people don't talk about. You trade for Kyle Pitts. He got drafted in 2021. He doesn't have an extension yet. He's going to need. I think this is going to be like the last year of his deal, and then you got the fifth year option on him. So,
if I'm not mistaken, man, did the Cowboys not start that trend, bro?
What?
Like, back in the day, it used to seem like it didn't matter if you had to pay them. They still wanted premium picks for the players. It's like the Cowboys brought that, because that was like the first time you seen that with Cooper. Real talk. When they was like, okay, you got to pay him, so we give you a 5th. Like, we looked at it like, what they doing? But after that, it's like most of all the deals like that went that way.
Oh, you talking about since the Cooper trade?
Yeah.
Well, there's actually, when there's demand for a player, you got to spend a little bit more. A lot of people wanted DeMar Cooper.
Yeah.
That's part of the story that they leave.
So we just don't feel like we got properly compensated. But at the same time, it looked like it started a trend in the league. Because, like, if I got to pay you a big contract, I'm not giving you a premium pick, too. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to will and deal this player, let's negotiate. Okay, boom. I'm gonna take on this contract, but you got to give me a little leeway on the draft pick I'm giving you. Mm-hmm. It look like that's the bar right now. I think it looked like it started with the Cowboys. I'm not sure.
It sounds like it. I'm not sure of all these other major deals, anything like that. But
it wasn't like that for long. I tell you that, because they used to still want a 1st round pick. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy stuff, and then get the money. I mean, then you got to take on the contract.
Indeed. My boy Azteca said, "What's up, Henny, landlord, and everyone in the chat this morning, even you haters."
What's happening?
Because listen, I'm glad we brought up contracts, because that's one of the other reasons why we gotta figure this tight end shit out. Because we know that Jake Ferguson is eligible for a contract now. This is I know people don't think about it. This is the final year of Jake Ferguson's contract. He will be an unrestricted free agent in the year of 2026, able to sign with anybody. You need to know right now if you want this man around.
So you got to play him.
I mean, you got to play him, but at this point you need him. You need Jake. And if we actually solidify this wide receiver 2 position, he'll have way more opportunities than he did last year.
All right, I think this is time. What the hell West Coast said, bro? Like, I ain't seen West in a minute.
I literally had texted him like 2-3 days ago, said show, and this nigga never responded. So I'm
Lord.
gonna call and cuss him out.
Yeah,
remember, it was Wednesday.
We gotta cuss him out for that.
Yeah.
But shout out to him, man, because I'm starting to sit up here and think right now, thinking about this tight end position. Was Wes right the whole time, bro?
About what?
When we was saying, like, screw Schultz.
Well, wasn't no we. I didn't say screw the nigga.
I'm saying most people in the space was like, they went tripping too bad by losing Schultz. And then it was like we got Ferg though, so we ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But it looks like it could have been, Wes could have been right out along. Like, I don't know.
Let me just hold my nuts real quick.
Cause you remember we was banging that Wes though. A lot of people were like, man,
I'm trying to differentiate myself. Y'all niggas was banging with Wes, or whoever was banging with Wes. I was with the nigga on the show shit.
Yeah.
But we did multiple shows about if you went that path, you might well have both them niggas. That was what we were pushing back with. You might well have Dalton Schultz and the nigga Jake Ferguson. Cause that nigga show he could do a little bit of robbing shit. You could have had a 5-12 personnel package, and Dalton Schultz was still that nigga. But you know,
and Dalton Schultz still balled out last year.
Yeah, so you know, I was just trying to differentiate. I had to just let people know where I was on that side of history. That's all.
Oh, it's no problem.
I was fucking with Dalton Schultz, even though. And shout out to my brother Boss. That nigga had a fire-ass smear campaign. He was talking about them hot pockets.
Boss was banging.
Boss was going crazy on my nigga. I'm like, calm down.
he was hot pockets. He used to have a little drop in everything. Boss was going in on him.
Boss be crazy. And matter of fact, I know my nigga an innovator because they still use hot pockets to this day to describe a nigga that just sit in zones.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to my nigga Boss, man. But yeah, I fuck with Dalton Schultz because even though it's not sexy, like that's what you got to do to beat the zone.
It was effective though.
It was effective.
Dak and Dalton though, bro, they was special together, bro. For real. Like I think it's safe to say like they was damn good together. When you look at it, he almost bust 1,000 in 2021. 2020, he had 615 yards. 2021, 808 yards, 8 touchdowns. He went ballistic in 2021. Mm-hmm. He went insane. Know what I'm saying? Then 2022, you go 577 yards, 5 touchdowns.
He was injured. In an injured season, he gave you 500 something yards and 5 touchdowns. How many touchdowns did Jake Ferguson score this year?
Huh?
I said, how many touchdowns did Jake Ferguson score?
Shit, probably about 1, 2.
You sure?
0?
Let's see. Yep, 0.
Wow.
494 yards and not a single touchdown.
400?
494.
How many games he played?
14.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Listen.
Those hot pockets don't sound too bad when you starving, do they, nigga?
Listen, I do not discriminate, bro. Like, I want y'all to understand it's a difference. Like, you should be able to recognize it when it comes to these content creators, because it's obvious when we team first. Like, bro, I like some of these players, but I'm Cowboys first. Like, if it's not working for the team, then he can go. Like, I like Ferg. I thought Ferg was finna be an all-pro. I thought Ferg was finna eat. And then you mean to tell me he didn't even crack 500 yards and didn't even score a touchdown, bro? I'm not letting that slide, bro. I'm not letting that slide. And I know you was hurt, but you played 14 games, sir. Man, look. I'm concerned. So we be critical on everybody else. I know Ferg is a well-liked figure in Dallas, but I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at him real side eyes, bro. Real talk. I'm looking at him with a side eye, and you're lucky I ain't got no tight end prospect that I'm head over heels about right now. Real talk.
I do.
I can't accept that, bro. Real talk. Like, and I don't want to hear nothing about no injury or none of that. I'm sorry. If you played 14 games, bro, You supposed to gave me more production than that. So, you know, I seen Ferguson on the back of your jersey for 14 games, and you didn't even give me 500 yards? How many targets he got?
Who, Ferg?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Let me go look.
Because I look, we all understood it was a bad year. I swear I never looked at his stats, though. I ain't really see it. When you said that, it just triggered me, bro. It triggered me. 400 yards?
494, 0 touchdowns, a long of 27. So let's take a look at my guy. How many targets my nigga have? He had 59 catches. So let's see how many targets. Oh, he had 86 targets. So he wasn't even catching the shit that was thrown to him.
He had targets.
Yep. So for comparison,
I wish we can compare, like, what's the average, the dope tight ends? How many targets they got?
Well,
I know Brock probably got about 1,000 though. He did.
Well, let me say this. In comparison, last year Jake Ferguson had 102 targets and he played all 17 games.
And he was with Dak too, though. That's one of the excuses.
Yeah, he played all 17 games.
That's an excuse I give him right there.
But I'll say this: he didn't do much in the games he played with Dak. He only missed one game.
He was hurt early. That, like, he really was, like, recovering then, though, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he was recovering then.
My boy Shine said, "What's up, Land? What's up, Big Hen? Ted versus Torrey Horton. I know I'm gonna catch a stray for this one, but I gotta ask. I like Ted over Torrey, but Torrey Horton hard.
Yeah, I'm a Ted guy.
Yeah, Torrey
in
Horton
that situation.
Torrey Horton hard as hope, but you know, I think there's levels. I wouldn't, and listen, there are guys that are consolation prizes for me if we can't walk away with one of the big fish. Torrey Horton is one of them. But you know, like, it's right now, I'm considering, like, the big name wide receivers. I'm looking at Matthew Goldens. I'm looking at Tek McMillans. I'm looking at Emeka Ibukas. And listen, if we get wiped out, I will even consider a Luther Burden or a Jaden Higgins.
Bro, we really in shambles at the tight end position.
I mean,
I feel much worse now. You shouldn't have told me that. I think it was like it was like a group consensus that we knew Ferg had a bad year, and it was like an unwritten rule. Nobody supposed to read the stats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, also,
and then Hen just broke the rule, and you made it feel way worse, bro. So now I'm looking at Ferg like, bro, nah, bro.
He also had a career high in fumbles and a career high in fumbles lost.
Timeout. You got to support. You talking about this year? She said he had more targets than Schultz.
He had more targets than Schultz.
Schultz didn't go crazy, but still.
Let me go look at Dr. Schultz numbers from this year.
He just had 532,
This
2
year,
touchdowns, 2024. Yeah.
That's still better than what he did.
It's better.
And then the year before, he had 635 and 5 touchdowns, so there wasn't like a major gap in between them then.
And then when I'm thinking about Ferg, cause I feel like I'm in a critical situation with him. Then I look over to the left, and I see Schoonmaker.
Yeah, it's sad.
I ain't saying like Schoon will never do nothing or nothing, but like, I don't know how to feel after that. I still don't. I don't know. Like, next man up, and it's Schoon. We like, I don't know, bro.
We should have kept Dalton Schultz.
Man, bro.
He
I ain't lying. I might be.
He would have been better with Dak Prescott these last 2 years.
He probably would have been.
And listen, it's not like he was bad. He was still been pretty good.
So imagine this. We said John Stevens Jr. was looking like the best one a couple of years ago, but he keep getting hurt.
Yeah, you can't trust him.
I can't depend on this guy. I like Brevin Span Ford, really, but I don't know.
What was your comment, Keystone? I'm gonna slide back up and see if I can see it. He said, "Oh, Kyle Williams from Washington State. Yeah, I like him as well. I like cuz he a good route runner, 4.4 flat speed. My only concern is the competition he played against, but he's a good wide receiver." But yeah, I'm concerned too. You make me feel bad about the tight end position, nigga.
I'm telling you, bro, it ain't like y'all think. We thought we was. Nah, I don't know about that, bro. I mean, that was a terrible year for everybody. To be fair to Jake Ferguson, so this ain't no Jake Ferguson hit job. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I expected better than that.
You said what weapons we got on this team besides 88? Because I just thought about it. I can't count a nigga that didn't score a touchdown as a weapon. Can you?
No.
All right, so we got 88.
No. And then at this very current spot right now, the only other dude who did stuff for your offense for real was Rico, and he gone.
Damn. Hey, Ty said he feel worse about one take. You ain't listen. There's nobody you gonna draft to make you feel better about one take, at least the first year. That's a position that's like a, you know how y'all cook roast and you gotta cook that motherfucker all day. You gotta be in the pot, in the crock pot. You go to sleep, wake up, go to work, and come back, and then the motherfucker ready. That's one take. That shit take time. Nigga.
So she want to start some trouble in here. That what it sound like. She said, so Tobit is a weapon too. He did score the most touchdowns.
We ain't finna play.
But what kind of weapon? Is he like a pocket knife? You know what I'm saying? It's a weapon, but like how dangerous is it? You know what I'm saying? He the little sharp thing on the nail filer thing. You know what I'm talking about. I wish I had one. You know the little hook they got on the other side of the nail filer thing.
This is crazy.
It's a weapon, but you can use that as a weapon. If you skilled enough, you can do some damage with that. You know what I'm saying?
You are not no super assassin. So you can use if you're skilled enough. You don't calm down.
That's the type of weapon he might be. But
he said Tober ain't scoring no touchdowns. He scored
the most. He scored the most.
That's not saying much.
It's not, but he scored the most on the team.
Cause listen, well he still.
He fits your definition. Cause you said you can't be a weapon if you ain't scored no touchdowns.
You also can't be a weapon if you're inconsistent. Because Jalen Tober is not.
He is the epitome, however you want to say, of inconsistency. I'll give you that. Real talk. He got some high highs and some low lows. He do.
Mm-hmm. And he said the boss trade for campaign is making sense now because I don't think he's getting extended. Listen, anybody on this team that you don't think you're extending should have their ass on the next train.
On the trading block.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't know how to finesse, bro. We supposed to be able to see this. Like, we supposed to be able to see it like a year in advance, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Stargazer said trade Zach Martin 2 years ago, I said that ain't a bad idea. The nation went crazy. I said, nah, that's really not a bad idea. How many good years you think you got with him?
End up only having one.
And then you have no compensation and no Zach Martin. Who's smart? Who's smart out of this campaign right here? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, you got to think like a businessman at the end of the day. Like, one of them coaches said that boss said, he said, I want you for your best years. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you playing your worst years here. No, sir. Like, you can go. You can go. I don't want you. This ain't no retirement home, man. Dudes up here playing for sentimental value and stuff. Like, nah. And that always happened to us. But we misjudge it the way we view it and be like, hey, Jerry is about his team and his guys. Like, nah, bro, that's really holding us back. Because if you was proactive instead of reactive, you could probably be like, okay, I see Tyron Smith is on a downward spiral. Let me get ahead of this. He's a key component to our team, but at the same time, he is declining. So guess what? I'd rather go ahead and cash out right now. The Joneses go in the casino and be like, I'm finna cash out. Like, they don't know when to cash out. You see what I'm saying? They had $1,000 and they waited till they got $5 and was like, man, let me go and cash out.
Exactly.
Smart people be like, hey, I came in here with 1,000. I wanted to bet, so hey, I'm down to 500. Let me relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me relax. I got halfway, didn't win. I might be good for now.
Oh, they said Bill Walsh said that. The late
Okay,
Bill Walsh.
yeah. I want you here for your good years, bro. I want you here for your good years. I think that's a prolific statement by him. Because what are you here for after that?
Absolutely.
Sentimental value. That's it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And that's all we got. Sentimental value, Tank. Sentimental value, Tyron. Sentimental value, Zach Martin.
It don't even be all the people you love, because the same thing happened with Dalton Schultz. The same thing happened with Dorrance Armstrong. They just
let them go.
They just have a general consensus of we're not going to do anything. You're here. You're going to play the contract out. That was on their mind. They don't care about. And listen, I'm gonna tell you what it is. They don't care about trading people because they love the comp picks.
I was just about to say it's the comp pick, but
you get more value.
I understand it. Because you still got the player, and then you get. You still have the player for the time being, and you get compensated for it after he leaves.
Yep. And I guess in their mind, if you're wrong about the player and they have a fire-ass season that this last time on the way out, you might be able to get back to the negotiation table with them. Like, you know what, we were probably wrong. Let's just go ahead and pay you.
Exactly. That's what we're going to start calling them, Keystone. Them sentimental value players. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only there because we love him. Like a failure.
SCP. We going to call him SCP.
Look, like a child that's a failure. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the house because you love him. He 35 and ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only reason you still under my house, boy, is because I love you. And that time's still ticking, sir.
Yeah, we don't smoke mail, so we don't believe that that false trade you put in there though. But it's good you tried though.
Yeah, our phones would have been blowing up right now.
Long time ago. But yeah, you tried it though. You get an A for effort. You know, we like people that at least try in life. You don't always succeed, but at least you tried.
Absolutely. But man, do you have any other topics that you want to discuss before we ride on out?
I think we done touched everything. Y'all know how I feel about Dak Prescott running his ass around. Y'all know what we feel about the over-under for the games. We already talked about tight end. We didn't touch on running back, though.
Oh, yeah. And then, y'all, I know it's a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You might have spent some money at the club. But y'all know we doing this for the love. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can help your boys out, I think we gave y'all a great show. You know, drop $1, $2 in the cash out for your boy, man. We appreciate it. It goes a long way. We really doing this for the love right now. So we dealing with a lot of things as far as YouTube and stuff go. So if you want to support us and help us keep doing this as in a timely fashion, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all show a little love to the content creators, man. We independent for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also, the nigga T-Mac said, you guys sound like you would be happy with that, to be honest. Hell no. Because this is the issue. I don't want to get worse at the quarterback position while not improving anything else.
Wait a minute. Hold on. JB is insane.
Said, can we get an additional 10 hours of live streaming? Pay it forward. If y'all send some cash outs, we can give you another hour. Another 45 minutes, but 10 hours might be pushing it. But
10 hours is insanity.
I got a whole job to hit up this evening. But
that's hilarious.
But yeah, about that trade, why that don't work? Because I'm gonna go up to it real quick. Cause we'll talk about running back in just a second. You said trade Parsons and the 2025 and 2026 first round picks to Tennessee. Hell no. Because first and foremost, that guts my ability to improve this team with cheap guys on rookie deals. We need wide receiver. We need corner. We need a lot of things we need a lot of holes filled. So we'll be trading away our best defensive player while getting an unproven raw rookie quarterback who only has one weapon currently on this roster. Now, the quarterback I have is not perfect, but what the quarterback I have is an all-pro quarterback and an MVP candidate. If he is not able to operate with the personnel around him and he's is known as a cerebral quarterback that's good at processing shit, I don't expect the rookie to come in here and be able to thrive in that. I'm trying to compete in 2025. Anything that I talk about on this channel is to compete in the year that we're currently in. I don't really talk about rebuilds and shit like that.
Nah, because you'll have to be on some rebuild stuff if you're not trying to invest in that right now.
So to get rid of premium picks and your best defensive players, and then what you left out is that trade did not include Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott will still be here on the roster, taking up a roster spot, making all the money in the world. So you're basically making that trade for a backup quarterback.
Joe, I actually believe, could you pull that comment up?
Yeah.
I actually believe it depends on how it happens.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So let's say it'll suck the worst, you know what I'm saying? But let's say we 10 games in and Dak was playing great. And then he have a little injury and keep him out. Like, you'll still feel good about your quarterback. Let's say he was 10 games in and he was playing like crap or just okay. And then he got an injury. I think those are the two deciding factors. I feel like it depends on how Dak is playing at the same time.
And what kind of injury is he going?
Yeah, and what kind of injury?
Is he going? Is this something that makes me feel like he won't be able to play quarterback at a good level when he gets back? Is this something that's going to keep him out for a week or two? Because like this is the thing, if Dak Prescott only plays 15 games this year, but he's still a 30 touchdown, 4,000 yard guy, I still have no problem with Dak Prescott being my quarterback. He would have gotten hurt, he would have been injured. But also shout out to my boy JVB boy for the cash app. He said let's go, so he wants this extra hour, so we gonna give it to him.
Salute, man.
Yeah. So let's talk about these running backs then, though, man. So
let's do it.
So
salute to him on my end too.
Hey, that's trill. That's extra trill. So
Appreciate
hey, listen, I need all y'all to say thank you to JV because he just funded the next hour of content.
Yeah, he just sponsored it. We appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. So,
what he said, everybody got their coats, but they ain't chipped in. Y'all got to chip in, man. Don't leave my boy out there like that. Well, I see Hallelujah coming through for you, boy, man. Shout out to you.
Too. Salute to Hallelujah, man.
Salute, man. Y'all coming through. We appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, y'all done funded this next block of content, so it's gonna be a fire ass one too.
We got y'all.
Yeah, we gonna cook up for y'all then. All right, man. So let's get it in. So did you ever get a chance to look at Caleb Johnson?
I looked at him a little bit, not as extensive as the other guys, but I ended up having to do some stuff this morning. But I looked at him for a little bit though.
All right, so what you feel about Caleb Johnson?
I like him. I actually like him. It look like he got a lot of contact balance. It look like he got a lot of, he run a little angry. It look like he got some good vision. I see some nice things from him, honestly. Like, I don't care about all that 40-time stuff with these players like that. Because if you could be the fastest dude ever, but if you running right in the behind of your guards and stuff, who cares? We seen that here in Dallas, right? Don't that sound familiar to y'all? Huh, Tony Pollard, you know what I'm saying? My boy TP looked like he needed some glasses. Like, it'll be a hole right there, and then he end up going running into people and stuff. Turpin do it sometimes too, But that's just an example of bad vision. So, vision is critical for a running back. Critical. I almost look at vision. Now, the stats, the stuff that I value the most out of running back. Number one, ball security.
Yes, I say
for
that.
a running back, ball security is one. I cannot run the ball with you if you fumbling the ball, sir. I can't do it. Number 2, I think it could be vision. What you think? Vision is critical for a running back. It is.
I'll say I think at the most basic level, if you don't fumble the ball and you can actually see where the hole in the cutback lane is, you can be a successful running back.
I would like to see a DMV in here because he's the running back in his community. I would like to see how he'll rank it. You know what I'm saying?
So far, I don't think you said anything wrong to me, but I also believe in production too.
Of course, I'm talking about like the attributes for make you even to be considered as a running back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, not like what I value the most out of these prospects, but I mean that's still the starting.
Just the traits.
That's the starting evaluation though. Like, okay, answer me this: if your guy, Marvion Hampton, if he had the same stat line, but he was like a 10 fumble guy a year.
Oh, no.
It wouldn't even matter no more. You'll be like, he can't secure the ball. So I can't use him.
That's why I'm not high on Tootin. Because Tootin put the ball on the ground. I know a lot of people like saying, man, Tootin, he ran that 4-3. He fumbles a lot.
Yeah.
He fumbles a lot.
You can't work with a fumbling running back, bro. So, it's just like to me, it's equivalent to a wide receiver who can't catch.
Savion Williams?
I can't work with you.
So you saying Savion Williams' hands are like mannequin displays?
His fingers don't even move.
You know how they got like the Lego people with the hands are just like a cup shape? Yeah, that's that nigga. That man got cups for hands.
He don't even got movement in his hand.
He ain't got
It's like a doll. He can't catch it if he wanted to.
Just throw it out there. He ever trying to catch it with his forearm.
He catching it with his elbows.
Hell
Good
no.
Lord. But yeah, man, I think vision. Cause think about it, you can have all the attributes, like you could be fast, you could be twitchy, but if you don't know where you're running, you ain't gonna be effective as a running back, bro. You can't. And the only way is your line is just masterful. You know what I'm saying? If your line masterful, the holes just be obvious.
Hold on, my boy said Tiki Barber had a fumbling issue of coming out of college. Yep, that's why they won when his ass retired. That's why they won, because he wasn't finna carry their ass to the championship. He can't carry the fucking ball.
Hallelujah said, not the Lego C cups.
He do. He said, and Ty Church, everybody that's a little Savion Williams, I hate the nigga.
Damn.
I don't even know this man. I hate him. I watched this film and it radicalized me. It radicalized me. I don't even like niggas named Savion no more.
Damn.
Like you got it. Like you can't.
You almost was beefing with what his name is? DeMarvion. It's too close. It's too close. Overshawn, you better watch out now.
Nah, Overshawn play too well. I forget what his name is. He Agent Zero now. I don't even risk calling that man that.
I don't even want them to associate it.
Yeah, but no, if you can't catch, you can't be a wide receiver for me. But this is not about Savion. Matter of fact, this is an idea that I actually got from Amp. What if they move Savion Williams, who got a lot of carries in his career, what if they move him to running back? He don't fumble. He just can't catch. And he's 6'5". He got 4.4 speed. He's physical. He already run between the tackles as it is. So what would you feel if you got Savion Williams and you moved and you changed his position and you didn't actually have to worry about throwing a football to him?
Big SARS, my sentiments exactly, sir.
He said Dak is expecting a lot from Jalen Tolbert this year, and that scares me. Listen, I tell you what, it scares you, but Dak Prescott also got his ass on the phone and went and hollered at Cooper Kupp. So he don't believe that nigga that much. He don't believe that man that much. He gotta believe in him because he here.
You don't want him to feel like he don't believe in him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he might still need him. He's still on the team. Just imagine one of these, I don't even want to talk like that, but something happens and now one of these young guys, one of our new guys can't play, and then now you got to go back to Toba. You don't want to be beefing with the man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, now you want to throw me the ball.
Yeah. Look, he started catching the ball and just throwing it down like, nope.
Nah, you dog nigga.
So you only need my help when you scrambling. Oh, you see how that is? All right. I'm going to run the opposite way. When you see Dak running that way, you trained as a receiver to run in the same direction. So you can get in his line of sight. Toba gonna hit he gonna go the opposite way.
He's like, don't throw me the ball.
He said, you're screwed now, Dak.
He said 6'5" running back is diabolical.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry is a big nigga. Like he is like
Derrick Henry like 6'4".
He like 6'4". So you know what? That might not be a bad thing. Like I know that I'm cracking on him a little bit, but what Amp said, because that was Amp that said it, I'm not gonna take any credit for it. He might make a good running back. He already does the wildcat running back stuff a lot. You turn his film on, look at his touches. He does that a lot. That's a large portion of what his game is. So you know, that might be something to consider. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he'll probably just line up and be like a scat pack kind of guy. One of those little what they call them? Them little fake plays, like, you know, the little screens, little gadget guy. Yeah, gadget guy.
Okay.
Cause you gotta like the yak ability. He real nimble. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of attributes, but the number one thing, look, what it is, the bread and butter for a wide receiver is catching the ball. Like,
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't hate the nigga. And I just want him to play better. I want him to catch the football when it's thrown to him. And they say his comp. I'm glad you put that in there, Ty Church, because his comp is Cordell Patterson, who is a return specialist that plays running backs from time to time. They tried him at wide receiver. He's been a better running back. But they're not really similar in size. Like, Cordell is like 6'2", and as we mentioned, he's 6'5". So that is a big for a running back. You know, because one of your concerns is when somebody's that big and they play wide receiver, you don't really want them running high. You know, you don't want a high running back. So it might not work long term.
Unless you're Derrick Henry.
Derrick
Henry ran high too. He's just an anomaly.
Exactly.
He can't run low. Think about that. Like, he just can't.
Big.
Yeah, he run high. He been running high since Bama, and nobody did anything about it. So
they couldn't.
It's just one. It's just one Derrick Henry though.
So they were asking about Henderson from Ohio State, man.
I like him.
I mean,
I don't know if I like him I feel like he might need to pair with somebody. Do you look at him like a every down back?
He was before what's McCullough got there? Cause he's done it before. So matter of fact, let me bring up his numbers from before he got with Judkins. All right, so let me just pull up Travion Henderson, and we'll take a look at his stuff from there.
I may be a little biased because, you know, I feel like Judkins is perfect for the Cowboys.
You like him because he's a hood nigga?
I like him because he's a young YN, though. Yeah, we need that type of energy. If at any position you need some YN energy, it's running back. Right? You want him to be out there reckless, running folks over if he want to. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so his first year over there in 2021, he was the primary running back. He had 1,248 yards and 15 touchdowns. He also had 312 yards receiving and 4 more touchdowns. So he had a 19-touchdown season and over 1,500 yards from scrimmage as the primary running back.
He went crazy.
He got hurt in 2022. He only appeared in 8 games, but in those 8 games, he went for 571 and 6 touchdowns. He only played 10 games. That might be a little concerning. that he had back-to-back injury seasons. But he only played 10 games, but he had 926 yards and 11 touchdowns. This year, in a dual back role with our other guy, he had 1,016 yards, 10 touchdowns, and then he caught 284 yards worth of balls through the air. So I think it, and it also depends on what you mean by 3 down back. Are we speaking on their ability to pass block, or are we speaking about their ability to run routes?
I think I'm really meaning, like, is he the guy? Like, will he just be the focal point, like a workhorse almost? Like, getting majority of the carries. Like, only time somebody else come in is when, when they just sparing, like giving them a couple of plays off.
Mm-hmm. They're saying that Henderson is like D'Angelo Williams. D'Angelo Williams was a primary back in the league for quite a bit. Could
he handle that workload? That's what I'm trying to say.
He has. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if he can do it at the NFL level. We haven't. That's
what I'm saying. That's why I look at him like somebody you may have to pair with, but I don't know. I look at Jenkins like he can handle that workload. I think he can do everything you need him to do at the running back position and be physical. They talking physicality on this team. I think that's the running back for you. I seen him like he's sitting up here lining people up.
Looking for
like,
smoke, huh?
Like he looking like, yeah, you, come on. Boom, like he on that type of time. Like he ain't have no business doing that. He could have probably shook him. Like the dude 5 yards away. What are you doing? Just reckless. Like, hey, we finna go head up. Me and you. You was talking crazy earlier. Come on. Like he on that type of time. And I love it. Now Henderson a gangster too though.
Yeah, he is superb.
He a gangster. He a gangster too.
No,
like he on that physical type time too. It look like they just coached that in Ohio State though, in their running back room.
Yeah, I could definitely see that because both of them, and that's what I like. Both of them are willing pass blockers. I know people don't think that Henderson he could pass block.
Yeah, he can block all together.
Yeah, he can block. He can run routes. He can catch out the backfield. He got home run capability. So like I think if you wanted to use him as your primary running back, you could. But I also want us to remember we do got 2 running backs on the team already. Like we still got Miles Sanders and we still got Javonte Williams. So like whoever we draft is going to be paired with somebody. At least one of those guys is going to make the team. Yeah. Who is the real question? I don't know if they're going to keep all 3. If they draft the guy and you got Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams, I don't know if Williams and Sanders make it. But I think one of them make the team, and they're the guy that rocks out alongside whoever we bring in here. He said, I'm looking for Judkins and Williams on our trucking competitiveness competitions. So which running back do you prefer overall? Outside
for the Cowboys, or who I think just the best running back?
Outside of Gentry, we gonna go. Gentry is the caliber of this.
I understand that, but you talking about for Dallas or just who's the best?
Let's say for Dallas, nigga.
For Dallas, it's Jenkins to me. I think he the perfect fit for us. The way we want to play, I feel like he the perfect fit.
Right, let's bring us some Quinshon Judkins information real quick, dog. Because you are very high on this nigga, though.
That's my guy. Or it might be Deuce Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard of him, but
I almost shot you through the screen.
I'm saying he's the perfect, like, bruh, the perfect. You know, you've been seeing all these action figures going around. He started that. You know what I'm saying? All these action figure posts on Facebook and stuff. He started that. You know what I'm saying? He was the first real live action figure version of himself, being himself. So that was him. He's an innovator. Salute.
Let me listen. I ain't gonna hold you. Quinshon shit is impressive. All right, 2022. He ran the ball 274 times for 1,567 yards and 16 touchdowns. He also had a receiving touchdown. 2023, he had 1,158 yards and 15 touchdowns with 2 receiving. This year, he had 1,060 with 14 touchdowns, and he had 2 receiving.
14 touchdowns. He got a nose for that end zone.
He has 45 career rushing touchdowns.
He got a nose for that end zone.
3,785 yards for his career. 739 career attempts, though.
Do anybody got? I want to see how far away the second player. I mean, like, how many touchdowns these other dudes got in their career? Because that sounds like a lot of touchdowns to me.
Let me pull it up Ashton Genty.
Ashton is different now. He don't count. He probably got like 80.
Let me look. I want to know. Because listen, you selling his boy short. He might have more. You don't know.
You never know.
We don't know until we look.
If now I'm going to value that. Because I think he giving me Zeke vibes too. Like, we had such a good experience with Zeke, in my opinion, that, we might want to revisit that. Tap back into history or something.
All right. So, no. Ashton Genty has a couple more. But it's not a huge margin. So,
and he just was sharing carries too. Keep that in mind.
Judkins had 45 touchdowns, and Genty had 50 for his career.
Wow.
Judkins ran for 3,785 yards. Genty ran for 4,769.
Yeah, he ridiculous with the numbers now. But we got to take into consideration who my boy Judkins been playing against.
Okay, yeah. I'll give you
Judkins been in the SEC. Judkins been with the Ohio State. Like, Judkins been playing some of the better talent in the nation.
750 attempts to 739. So it's about the same number of attempts. Just about the same number of attempts. Judkins actually played 2 more games. So yeah, they both good prospects.
So, I like Judkins for us. I think Hampton gonna be too expensive, and he's just not my type of back. Like, I'm sorry, I ain't saying he ain't good. I just got a certain preference I like.
Now you see, landlord wants running backs that be tap dancing and shit. He want them to
I want you to be elusive.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He wants some tap dancing.
Tap dancing sound negative because they might be They might be waiting too long to hit the hole. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody elusive. That's what I want.
Man.
What is missed tackle? I know he break tackles. Let me see what his missed tackles rate is, because that might make me feel better. I might be tripping.
Who?
Hampton. What is, like, you know how they judge, like, how many tackles he made miss too, though, right?
Force miss, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that with him, because in my opinion, I just don't see him as a agile, elusive type back. He's straight downhill, but he's great at it. He's great at it.
All right, let's take a look. Running back prospects during the 2024 season. All right, missed tackles forced per carry. Quinshon Judkins. It's a graph, so it's hard for me to read this shit. Let's see. I just need this information force fed to me. I don't need I need to find this shit out.
That's my biggest knock on him. And it's not really a knock, it's just a preference. That's all.
Let's see.
He gonna be great.
I'm trying to find the information for you.
That'll make me, maybe I was looking at him wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I need to find it. Hold on. Missed tackles forced in final college season.
Shout out to JC Cowboys in the building. What's happening?
Salute. Now, see, I found it for the wide receivers, but I ain't find it for the running backs.
That's crazy.
So
I know Gentry has some crazy numbers in that category.
yeah. Hey, your boy Tech McMillan forced 29.
He can move.
Luther Burden forced 30.
And you would have thought, hey, that's damn good. That's really impressive for Tech then. Because that's Luther the whole game.
Hey, Travis Hunter forced 24. So that's actually nice. I'm trying to find
what Golden looking like?
Matthew Golden 8.
8? Damn.
You got to think he probably behind niggas for the
They probably ain't close to him.
that and you know it's hard to force somebody in the midst and they trying to chase you down from behind. It's not like you got eyes in the back of your head. When that's your play style, you catch balls deep and people just trying to run behind you and bring you down. You know it's not the same as you're trying to get past somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see, for the running backs. No, this is 2023. I'll have to find it, bro. I can't find it right now.
I need that like yesterday. I promise. Like it might make me change my mind about it.
Max missed tackles forced.
It might make me change my mind about him. But I just feel like he's not very elusive. And in my opinion, like that's my preference. I like elusive backs. I do. Cause it ain't gonna always just be one cut for you.
Let's see.
If your one cut ain't done, what you doing for me? I do see him falling forward and stuff though. He got everything it takes. It's just a preference. That's all. But I tell you what, if we draft dude at 12, I'm breaking something for real. No lie.
Well, hey, I ain't gonna say get ready because I would prefer
at 12.
I prefer a wide receiver, but you know,
Jacobs. I know Josh Jacobs been successful and he's a one cut back. He was okay.
Okay, he led the league in
Derrick
rushing.
Henry was a one cut back. I know it's people that did it successfully, but those wasn't my best. Like they weren't my favorites. I'm just talking about my preference. Like y'all gonna have different preferences. It's okay.
All right, I don't have his missed tackle rate. I just know that he was second in this draft for yards after contact.
So he breaking tackles. We know that.
Yeah, so I don't know what his missed tackle thing is.
That'll be very interesting.
Let's see.
Tyron Church said, I'm breaking something if Cowboys draft DE or corner.
I mean, listen, that's why I'm not ready to break nothing over Marbury and Hampton. Because your ass, you up complaining about Hampton, you could end up with offensive lineman.
You right. Then I gotta break two things. I gotta break something else. I gotta break double the trouble.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna worry about a running back in the first round because if they went Hampton and then like for some reason Luther Burden fell to 44 because they are tripping on the nigga. And we got Hampton and Burden, even though they're not like our first choices at running back or wide receiver. You still have to feel better about what your team is going into 2025 season though, right?
Yeah. Do you think Bun gonna get drafted now?
Nah, we should.
You think he going undrafted?
We should have did a whole show about guys like Bun and like Kyron Lacy. We should have did a whole show.
I heard what you said on Boss Land. Sorry for missing it, y'all, but you are hilarious, sir.
What'd I say?
That boy said, I don't care if he a werewolf. that boy said, just chain him up at night. Hey, I'm with you though, for real. Like, man, look, I'm trying to win, bro.
I'm trying to win, dog.
Like, I got morals too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about this, y'all? just so we can stay, our moral compass is intact, right? We get them on the team, win, and then kick them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just use them for our win and then leave them alone. Like, go on somewhere.
Use them up. Get them out
You
of
know
here.
what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even gonna mention him in the championship conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't care what they did. He could have scored all the touchdowns. Like, what? Man,
It's like he never was here. We
God
gonna give
was
somebody
with
else the credit. Like, we just gonna change history and say, hey, C.D. Lamb did it. Like,
Dak did it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we just gonna do what we want to do.
Yeah, we're not even finna acknowledge that this creature was on our team.
Nah.
So we can sleep better.
Bruh said, I don't give a damn if he was a werewolf. I said, yeah, I'm with you.
Like, he ate 6 people, but did he eat anybody on the team, though? No, all right.
Yeah, did everybody come back after practice? You know what I'm saying?
Like, Dak Prescott, did he get bit? Oh, he good? All right, see? It's not that bad.
But did you die, though? Did you die?
Like, 4 of the folks that got ate were Eagles fans anyway, you see?
It worked out better for the world. You know what I'm saying? We just joking, man. It's just jokes. But
who do you think the Cowboys are targeting? They're moving like it's wide receiver, honestly.
If it's not a wide receiver, I may be going into other things. I might be venturing into another space.
I think it's a wide receiver just based on how many wide receivers they brought in. They got all them damn wide receivers they brought in for 30 visits. They got all them wide receivers they brought in for Dallas Day. Like, they looking real hard at wide receiver.
Yeah, Tyrone Church. We just gonna give the credit to Toba. We gonna change the stat sheet and everything. Like, it was Jalen Toba did this. Like,
we're gonna rewrite history. They rewrite history anyway. We might well do it for our own sake, just so we ain't got a vicious monster. But no, like, for real, we were talking about that because of the prospect, and this is where the Dallas Cowboys can really start finessing. You talk about somebody like Kyron Lacy probably being there in the 7th round, right?
yeah.
Kyron Lacy was supposed to be one of the best wide receivers coming out this draft class. If you don't know what happened to him, he allegedly killed somebody in a vehicle accident and then fled. Shout out to my boy Freddie for the cash app, man. Thank you for the love and support over here. You were a real one for showing love to me. If y'all want to be like my boy Freddie, make sure you hit that cash app. It's $ Henny the More on my end, and you want to support Landlord, it's $ Landlord723.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate y'all contributions, man. It goes a long way, no lie. Like, we out here just doing it for the love for y'all, man. We gonna make sure we show up.
Yeah, but Kyron Lacy, man, he was supposed to be one of them dudes. He was supposed to be one of the next great LSU wide receivers. He's about 6'2". 214 pounds, makes explosive plays in the receiving game. He was going to be a highly touted draft pick until this shit happened. And he allegedly caused the death of an older gentleman during a vehicle incident, and then they said he fled the scene. He retorts he was not involved in the accident at all, and he just drove around the chaos. And, folks incorrectly identified him. He said he was there, but he was not the cause of the wreck by any means. He's still maintaining his innocence at this point. Rashard Rice ain't killed nobody though. Like, nobody died. Folks' vehicles were damaged. Folks got injured. Nobody died. Like, somebody died in this, and they say they allege he was regularly driving. He maintains his innocence, so he's still up there right now. He's still going through the process, and I said, draft him in the 7th round, have his rights for dirt cheap for 4 years, and get him a lawyer. Get him a lawyer. And okay, so Life's Crazy. That was you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You're a real one, man. I appreciate you. He said, my question is, I feel like Luke fits Brian's system more than any other tight end we have. Are you talking about Luke out of Iowa?
Salute to who you said it was? Life Crazy. Shout out to you on my end too, man. We appreciate y'all.
Oh My boy Numhead Neil said he just hit me with some missed tackle numbers on there. Hold on.
Let's do it.
Let me go here.
With for Hampton.
I'm finna find out. Let me look.
Let me see if this seat getting the best of me.
You all right, nigga?
I'm old. Yeah, let me see if what I seen on film and my take on them. Do the numbers back there. Let's see.
All right, so they're still the broken tackles numbers, but I'll give them to y'all anyway. Oh, broken tackles. Ashton Genty had 106. Cam Scatterboo had 50. Marvin Hampton had 41. Kyle Manage from Rutgers had 35. Caleb Johnson 32. Tootin had 29. Jorquez Hunter from Auburn had 29. Damian Martinez had 26. Jordan James from Oregon had 22. Quinshon Judkins had 20. So
man, somebody, stat gurus across the world, somebody please give me them numbers. I need to know. I just want to know if it's matching up from what I see. That's going to tell me a whole lot. No lie.
So
it's going to tell me a lot.
So my question is, what is Quinshon's elusiveness like by the numbers?
I don't know. But I see him on a film making the cuts and making people miss.
We'll see. I need to verify it. I need to verify this from both ends.
Yeah.
He said Luke. Oh, he's talking about Luke, our tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
What about him?
He was talking about him fitting Scotty's scheme better than the other tight ends. Because if we're going to run,
blocking.
Yeah,
He a Y type tight end for real.
Yeah, he's the tight end that's going to block and release. And if that's really what Jason Witten did very, very well. He blocked the hell out you. He sold it for a very long time, and then the last minute he's out in the route. There's nobody within 10 feet of him because of that.
Romo got treated way better than Dak. Now that I think about it.
Why you say that?
He had Witten. He had Dez. Who else he had? He had T.O. Like, man, come on, bro.
Yep.
They gave him T.O.
Yeah, and then he had DeMarco Murray.
Well, we did get Amari Cooper, but it went like T.O.
T.O. is a Hall of Famer. T.O.
Exactly.
T.O. is the third best wide receiver ever.
Facts. Might be
Ever.
second.
Depending on who you talk to, yeah.
It's close. He was a monster.
Close.
And it's crazy that he wasn't a natural catcher of the football, but he just did everything else so great that you ain't even care. Like, you just like, hold the ball to yo. Like, look, that dude, big, strong, fast. Hey, he had everything else.
And he had Miles Austin.
Yeah. They treated him better, bro. They did. So, the next quarterback, take notes. You got to be a Son. You got to be a Jones. You can't keep the distance, but it's a catch-22 because if you take that route, the guys won't respect you as much.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough doing this, y'all. This is the stuff that you might not hear discussed that much. Like, if you go all the way to the Jones' side, now the guys looking at you like, you a company man. I can't even tell you that, I might want to take a gummy tonight and then I'll be fine tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even tell you little stuff like that because you is with the folks. You in the office with it. You a company man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't
workplace
get,
snitch at that point.
You see what I'm saying? You can't get too personal with a guy like that. That was what's wrong with Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
He was such a company man that didn't nobody want to deal with him. So it's a catch-22. You have to find some kind of way to balance that.
No, I got. He said third. He said top 10, but not third. Who's your top 3 wide receivers, T. Foster? Because listen, this preference. I'm not saying you're wrong about your opinion.
What'd he say?
He said that T.O. not his third. He said top 10, but not third. Who's your top 3? Because it's subjective.
T.O. was ridiculous, bro.
T.O. was a fucking monster, a creature, an animal. But also, yeah, I do see what you're saying though, Life Crazy. Because if we're going to be out there running the ball, and we're going to go with some more heavy packages and rely on the play action, then listen, the scheme might turn Luke Schoonmaker up. I don't even like Luke Schoonmaker, but if that's his skill set, which it pretty much is, I remember him in Michigan. If that's his skill set and it's not the spread stuff, then he might be better off at that point.
I think one of the biggest things he need to get better at is like getting yards after the catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, he catch everything, to be honest with you. That's something I noticed about Luke. He catching everything. He kind of sure-handed, for real.
He don't drop too much.
But he'll go 5 for 5, 4 for 4, 3 for 3. You know what I'm saying? He ain't dropping nothing. But it's like he's not creative enough, or he don't know how to make people miss. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest knocks on him. And we have a flaming you-know-what in the chat.
Yeah, so he said, the Cowboys make my day. I'm super gay. Hooray.
Wait a minute.
I'm like, damn, dog. You on dick early.
He said, my uncle is my father.
And my mama is my auntie. Back the ass.
Damn. Hey, y'all know what to do.
Shoot this nigga.
Get him up out of here, man. It will be no cowboy slander in this mother on this day.
Man,
Not that way. No,
but
sir.
we ain't finna argue with a professional twerker. That's what you is. Boy. You a professional twerker. You remember back in the day they had the twerk team.
He was on the twerk team.
He was on the twerk team back in the day. This man is a pussy popper, and he come in here popping shit. Shut the fuck up, boy. You a pussy popper, nigga.
Hey, they need to do a 30 for 30 on them. Like, what happened to them? How y'all doing these days, man? How life worked out for them? You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Twerk team had the internet on smash.
Man.
And you don't even know they exist no more.
You know, they probably fell off. You know,
who knows? They could be successful. Huh? That's why I said I want to know what happened. What happened to them?
They said a 30 for 30 for the twerk team.
We need a 30 for 30 on them, boy.
Who gonna narrate that shit?
Me.
Nah, we gonna get somebody.
Hosted by Landlord from Alabama.
We gonna get Boosie. We gonna get Boosie to do.
He gonna be like, show me your $5,000. He gonna miss the whole show up.
Like, nigga.
Bro, you supposed to be narrating, not goddamn gyrating in this month.
That man gonna be on that whole rolling.
No, he be dancing. Boosie be lit at them games. People be hating Boosie out. Man, Boosie be all on the floor acting crazy. That should be funny to me.
That is crazy, but that shit is funny.
Yeah, but we just seen the first man be on the twerk team ever in human history. It was that guy. I don't even know how to say his name. His name don't deserve to be said, but that guy.
He said, how y'all feel about Will Johnson at 12? It wouldn't be the pick for me, but I also can't say I don't understand getting the corner. If he's the best corner, I understand why they did it. I wouldn't agree with it. But we're also talking about starting Baby Seat Carson week 1.
Baby Seat is so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Baby C. Carson might have to start for you. So, like,
that name is killing me. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, they got that
Baby
nigga,
Seat is insane.
They had that nigga in that mug in the back seat with a pacifier. It was that bad for that man last year. Like, he supposed to be strapping niggas down. They done strapped his ass in the baby seat. Like, nigga, you ain't even old enough to be talking to me like that, nigga. Here, take your binky,
They
boy.
doing his ass bad.
Take your binky, little nigga.
But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't want no corner. But, I mean, I would understand, like you said. I would understand. It's a need.
Yeah.
Top needs on this team, wide receiver, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Corner.
Corner.
Defensive tackle.
One tech. We're gonna clear it up.
Yeah,
One tech.
yeah, one tech. Some O-line help. And what else?
We're just going in order.
I mean, running back. You know, wide receiver, running back, defensive tackle, corner over defensive tackle. I say wide receiver. This is in order because that's how I keep messing it up.
Okay.
Wide receiver, running back, corner, one tech, O-line help, and then maybe, a safety.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to say linebacker because we got 50 of them niggas now.
We do need linebacker help too, though. I feel like we do. Because we can't depend on Overshawn for real. It's 2 years.
I'm not counting Overshawn. Because he'll be back, but I'm not counting Overshawn. You got Leofau.
I like Leofau a lot. I actually like him.
You brought in the boy. You just traded for a linebacker. You signed a linebacker in free agency. And then you still got Damone Clark there to see if he can develop this last
Who?
Who? Damone Clark.
Man, it's time to go, y'all. He ain't talking crazy. He delirious.
I didn't name 4 linebackers.
It is time to go.
I'm talking
okay?
about depth.
You know how disrespectful you were to Jabril Cox? That's what we doing for Damone this time, okay? I'm getting my get back. Don't you mention hell nah. It's time to go.
Hey,
we gotta go.
Hold on, we ain't finna go just yet. I gotta say this. The difference is Jabril Cox punk ass not even in the motherfucking National Football League no more.
But guess what? What trajectory you think he finna be on?
He'll be on somebody's team because he can tackle.
Cap.
He can tackle.
He got, bro. He was a son and then play. He let a rookie come in here and step in front of him.
The rookie special.
Twice. Nah, Leofau ahead of him too.
Leofau good.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn good.
That dude is gonna be out of here.
We got Buddy Johnson too.
Eddie Murphy?
Nah, nigga, that was what was that nigga name?
That nigga said Eddie Murphy ain't playing linebacker for us, man. I ain't got time.
Nah, man, that was Rick James. That was Bumper Johnson.
Oh yeah, we got a homosexual in here. Lord Jesus.
He said,
get him out of here. Get him out of here.
This nigga gay.
He thinking about phalluses because that's what he do in the dark. While he's alone, he might do a lot of weird stuff with it. So, take that over there by yourself in the corner, sir.
Nah, see, they won't be talking about twerkers, man.
Yeah, he was on the twerk team too. We sure.
Man.
What that boy said, that was one of the most questionable bars ever, I ain't gonna lie.
Who said so?
What that boy 21 said on that song with Drake, turn it to a booty clapper or something. Hey, he was talking about after he shooting at him or something. He said he turned into a booty clapper or something. I can't remember how it went. Y'all know the song I'm talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like on Knife Talk or some shit.
Yeah, it is.
He said Buddy over Clark. Buddy might be over Clark. And listen, Buddy from Oak Cliff, so you ain't gonna you disrespect
everybody from so y'all got Damone, linebacker 8? The hell out of here, man.
So you made my point. We got 8 linebackers. I'm not getting another linebacker. We got 8 of them niggas. Figure it out.
I mean, how valuable are those dudes?
Leofau's great. The other
I'm talking about the depth pieces that we signed.
That's depth. They ain't supposed to play. Like somebody gets shot at the club one night, they gotta play for like a week or 2. That's what it is. They ain't supposed to. That's the problem. The people on the depth chart are depth. They ain't supposed to play.
Hey, look, I swear, y'all like I ain't running my show. Cause I swear we'll take that all the way to where it's supposed to go. I had a twerk team video come up like this, and we got another twerker in this bitch.
Shake that ass, bitch.
Not the fact that you a hoe ass nigga for one, but you such a hoe ass nigga that you up here twerking. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like he had a zesty overload.
Zest Master 3000. Sass Master. Hey, we got some weird stuff going on.
Oh, Jesus.
I had y'all crying laughing out there in KC.
They said Murray a starter. Murray did have like 150 tackles last year. The dude we traded for.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. So we might be comfortable at linebacker. But I feel like we need safety depth. We need a young safety to come in here.
Draft your boy in the 7th round or the 6th round, wherever that.
Yeah. Wherever you get him at, I'm good. Yeah. I feel like he gonna work his way up the board and he gonna be good.
Yeah,
shit, if Donovan Wilson can do it, don't tell me my boy can't do it.
And listen, Malachi Moore was like the highest graded slot corner in college football at one point.
And don't nobody like him right now. He ain't got no hype on him. Put him on my team. I hope he come in as an undrafted or something if that's the case.
He said you don't have any starters. I think Murray is a starter. He was a starter for you for a team last year. Leofow started at the end of the season. He played well. And then we know what Overshawn is when he gets back. Overshawn said if it was up to him, he said he'd be ready by training camp.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And we know that they let players come back early from injury in Dallas. It's a foregone conclusion to me he gonna play sooner than later, in my opinion. So we got 3 linebackers you can play, and then you can see what you got in these other people. Y'all was sitting here, listen. You got these. Listen, y'all listen to them possible ass niggas. Them possible niggas said the boy we got from Chicago is Luke Kuechly mixed with Sean Lee or some stupid shit like that.
What the hell?
So you know,
he's a mutant.
Yeah, he a mutant. He is a creature at this point. So let him play. Like y'all like them happy positive niggas over there. Let the people they hype up play. Since we got backups. Let's run with that. He said you don't have We haven't seen the full throttle with Wanye. I'm not opposed to letting Wanye play, but you still need depth. Because Malik Hooker need to be gone eventually. Donovan Wilson, I don't think got that much time left on the contract. He said, I got you in a war. Hey man, I'm just saying. We know that people that sell y'all on this extra positive, everything is right in the world shit. And then we got people that talk actual football, actual X's and O's, and we actually look at film. And we see bullshit on film when we just can't say that bullshit.
We're not just giving you popular takes. You know what I'm saying? How many people you heard say Marvin Hampton is not their cup of tea?
Not many.
You think I'm going off of other people's opinions?
Mm-mm.
I'm not saying he's not a good back, but he's just not my type of back. That's all.
Exactly.
So I mean, you don't hear that. Everybody else, oh my God, we different over here. I do enough work to make my own opinions, and I trust my eyes, and I trust what I see, and I trust what I do. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it play out.
Exactly. And, it is what it is. Because you got people that, this is how it works. We have people in the space that want to appease to people's feelings. They don't want to upset people. They want people to have hope for the season. Because let's keep it real. When y'all don't have any positive outlook on the season, y'all don't think it's going anywhere, a lot of people check out. So because a lot of people actually need this, right? People ain't got no motion outside of streaming. They need to. I'm like for real. Like some people don't got no motion.
They get slimy after that.
Yeah. So like they need to sell y'all on this so y'all can be engaged. They want y'all to be happy. They want y'all to tune in. They want y'all to donate. They want y'all to be happy and shit about any and everything. So even if the front office pisses on you, they will sit there and tell you it's rain. Right? We don't do that over here. If the player ain't good, man, we're going to tell you the player ain't good. If the move did not make any sense, we're going to tell you the move don't make any sense. That's why, we only got real fans over here. We don't have a lot of casuals over here. Right? That's why we have people that go back and forth with us in the chat box. Because y'all know enough about football that y'all can form your own educated opinion about what we're talking about. We don't have any sheep over here.
Not over here.
Yeah,
but I do want to say something to the people some of these folks in the space that's perpetuating some of this foolishness. Like, it's unfortunate that y'all choose a lot of fluff over realness. But, I mean, after we lose, y'all come to our channels. You know what I'm saying? Once you have to face reality, once we do the bird box and force your eyelids to see the real, that's when y'all come to the real channels. So you want to cheer for no reason, you know what I'm saying, on some false hope during the season and the off season, and then when it get real, y'all come to the people who really care about your team being successful for real. That's when y'all come to our channels. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna stay true to my type of content, what I do, And if the people rock with me, they rock with me. I can't change up. I will never just try to sway y'all and hoodwink y'all out of your money. You always gonna get real and authentic takes from me, landlord. That's a promise. I never change. So, if y'all rock with me, y'all rock with me. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Exactly. He said, I'm just hopping on. What's up, my brothers, Henny and Land? Lord, I think Cowboys going to surprise the whole league next season with a 10-plus win season. Defense is going to be decent and offense will be elite. If they get the draft right, I will be right there with you. That's my only caveat. As currently constructed, hell no. But if they do the smart things, if they get in another primary weapon to take some stress off of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, they get a running back that can carry the running game. They get maybe another possible starter on defense. Then yes, it's a very good possibility because you still got all pro players on this roster. You just don't have enough. You don't have enough depth. You don't have enough contributors. But you still got a very talented roster. It just has some glaring holes. You fill a couple of those holes, I can see where you go coming. Because me and Landlord, we got like 9 or 10 wins as is, based on the competition we playing and based on history, right? Because you were able to win 7 games last year with a depleted roster. So with Dak being healthy, Lamb being healthy, Micah being back, I can see us being close to a 9 or 10 win team without the additions. And if you get some actual good players in the draft, I can see you winning about 11 to 13 games. That's believable.
Absolutely.
But that's the most important thing. You can't fuck this draft up and have me on board with that.
We can't survive three mishandled drafts in a row. We can't survive it. Like, we would be bad, y'all. I'm telling you straight up. If we don't do, I'm not saying like my way is the only way, but I do truly believe in my way, and I feel like it's the best way for us. So anything other than that is not going to be the best, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give us the best opportunity to be competitive and get a shot at trying to go get this trophy. So it might not happen in 1 year, but I guarantee you, if they do the things that I'm talking about, the strategy that I'm talking about using, I just feel like the notches will be moved up more my way. And I should feel like that because that's the way I've been thinking about this. I've been researching this. I've been doing work on this for over 2 years now. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I'm not married to my idea. If you come with something better, I would at least consider it. But I just think it's the best way, and I've been thinking it out for over years now, and I'm almost certain that it's that way or the highway almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. We waited so long to now it's critical now. You see what I'm saying? Last year, it wasn't like sounding the alarms and we doomed if we don't do it because we still had Brandon Cooks. We still had CeeDee Lamb. Like, we was okay. And I still felt like we needed one. But now, you don't have Brandon Cooks. You only got CeeDee Lamb. You got an underwhelming Jake Ferguson and all this stuff. Like, you got to do this now. Like, I just feel like we have no other options.
Which is very true. Because, listen, we've compared what we have to these other teams for quite some time. I know that they say comparison is the thief of joy, but when you're when you're competing against these other players, it's actually very important to see where you stack up. Right. We don't have a tandem like like a Brown and a Smith over there, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. We don't even have a Cooper Kupp and a Jackson Smith in Jigba. Because Jackson Smith Jigba just went for like 1,400 yards this year. Nobody talked about it. But he has turned to one of the premier wide receivers in the National Football League. That's why they were okay at getting rid of DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf and George Pickens is probably going to be one of the better wide receiver tandems this year going forward when you think about it. We don't even have a Scary Terry and a Deebo Samuels. We got CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert.
We got CeeDee Lamb and ...
To be determined. He said Turpin ain't showing me enough to say he a wide receiver. He a good returnman. He a good special teams player. He makes a play. He makes a play every once in a while.
But I think we delivered on our promise after y'all showed love. I feel like we came back with a stronger hour. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, all we saying is it got to make sense sometimes, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll come and do this all day, but it do got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And we love this team, so we fighting for it. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? We still fighting for this team and fighting to do this for y'all. So if y'all show love and participate and support, we gonna be here for y'all, man, for sure.
Indeed. And T, there's not a lot of ifs, because all I'm saying is this. You won 7 games last year with your roster completely destroyed by injuries, Dak Prescott missing time, all that other stuff. You have a slightly weaker schedule this year, and you should have those guys healthy. Some of you, like, so that's all I'm saying. Like, splitting with your division and winning the games you should win, that gets you to about 9 wins. I haven't even counted in upsets, right? I didn't count in no upsets. I just counted in the teams that you should beat and splitting with every team in your division. Right, that's splitting with the Giants. I got you at about 9 wins. So all I'm saying is, if you get your team through the draft and you get you a Tech McMillan, you get you a Quinshon Judkins, you get you let's say a Marvin Hampton does fall to the second. You get you a Marvin Hampton or somebody to sure that run game and any level of defensive help, you will be a much better team than you was last year.
Thanks.
You know, I'm not trying to sell y'all that we're a playoff team. I'm not trying to sell y'all on we're going to be title contenders, but there is a path forward to building your roster up to at least have a fighting chance in there.
Facts. And just like it seemed like Washington pieced their team together last year and got to the NFC Championship. See what I'm saying? They pieced their team together. They really did. Mm-hmm. It just they just got. It was like a Cinderella story. They didn't expect that. I guarantee you Washington didn't expect that type of success in year 1.
Hell no.
They didn't expect that.
And on some of that landlord touchdown, I'll also be fair. Coaching matters a lot. So, you know, if Schottenheimer is not up to par, we're going to lose more games. You know, that is fair to say. If you don't trust Shotty or the scheme or the direction, I understand why you're also looking at it a certain way. But if you're just looking at the personnel coming back, what you were able to do last year, and, you know, getting healthy and having a slightly improved team, then, you know, you can see why you can say it could be a 9-win and up team.
The only reason I don't think nobody can say they trust Shotty unless you just trust people that talk. I'm looking at it like I can say I can slightly feel okay about it because I don't think they're going to do a complete overhaul on the offense. I just don't think they're going to do that. And if they did it, I think it'd be a terrible mistake. Like, how we going to be competitive doing another overhaul on the offense? How? Like, Dak, this is going to be offense 5 or some shit. Like, come on now. Like, he going to have to do some Texas Coast type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like how they tried to merge both of the offenses. And then, you know, the next year you didn't hear that so much. You just heard this is Dak offense, this is Mike McCarthy offense. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to do some type of hybrid version of the old offense that was under Mike McCarthy and a lot of the things that Schottenheimer want to implement. You got to remember, this was still another wing of the same bird. He was on the staff. So it should be a good transition. It shouldn't be too hard.
Yes, indeed. And I hope that to be the case because, listen, like I said, if they fuck the draft up, we're not going to survive no way. So we're just talking about the positives right now. If they fuck it up, I'll be right back here with you, T. Like, we ain't shit. We ain't going to do shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But that's why this draft is so important, man. So, matter of fact, make sure you tune in to the draft show. I'll be present. Lamb be present. Boss, It's gonna be in most of the entire DC universe, man. We're gonna have all the heavy hitters in there, and we're gonna make sure to get you all the draft coverage you need to make sure that we get the shit right. And if they fuck up, we're gonna let you know about it. We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing.
Never.
Ever.
But I'm gonna have to go and bail out, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all tap in for the win. I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all holla at your boy, man. Hey, double tap the screen for the team, and we'll see y'all next time, man.
Indeed, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you sub up. We still a couple of people away from reaching that 3,000 subscriber mark. Help your boy out. We doing this all organic, no steroids, no pay to play. We just out here getting it in, man. So
Mafia said, oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. What he said?
Mafia said if they drive O-line in the first 2 rounds, I'm start smoking crack. Like, don't do it.
Shit, pass me a rock.
Don't do drugs, man.
Hey, I feel it though, man, because they make you want to do something. I might start back drinking, and y'all know I don't even do that kind of thing no more. I just run the liquor store. But yeah, man, we gonna rock out. Thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for the love and support. We will be back we'll be back, man. We're gonna bring y'all some more premium Dallas Cowboys content, raw and unfiltered. And in the words of my big brother West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up.